It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo! Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Bro, this is some wild play.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, let go. 3-6. Line 3-6. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Get it.
On fourth down, Minshew. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
He's going to be easy to drive down the field on and hard to...
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Oh, here he goes. He's going to be one of those dudes.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Escape Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Switch.
Looking to throw it. Minshew.
Wow.
And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 98 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, my God.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh my God, everybody knows this play. It runs every freaking day. Oh my God. Yeah, you better run back. You know what you're doing. Gotcha. Don't even know what you're doing.
44's the mic. Bravo. 44's the mic. I'm coming.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball.
Really? I would agree with you totally. Because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
50 seconds, run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and a couple. Minshew.
No. Let's go.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd down, it's Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Forced out to his left.
He's down.
So
Let's
certainly
go.
an interesting call there to go for it.
Come
and the
on.
Jags
Keep
take
it
over
up.
in terrific field position.
I dare
Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
30 base. Got nothing.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he takes it in.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Let's go.
A 16-yard touchdown
the
run.
overpowered
And the
teams.
Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Come
And they're
on,
able to
bro.
run it in. It started with a battle in the
Sometimes
trenches.
it is.
They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Look at the blocks. Look at him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
I mean, look at you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Jackson.
Come here, boy.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson.
No.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now it's Jackson.
Let's go.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Yes, sir.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
No, sir.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Nope.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, wow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
No
and that is
way.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
3, 218, chop. Look at me. Go, deep grip.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 57. Ricky. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you.
Ready?
Now Minshew.
Bitch.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Yeah, he thought.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you and I, we just looked at each other. Kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, you know, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but...
Well,